yes, hello and welcome back to an episode of Comic Corner. And right, this one is a bit of a surprise, to be honest. I don't do it very often, but every now and again I would delve into the DC side of things.
Right, okay, Skip. So Dwayne's doing a DC review, which means the world's ending. Time to put this to good use.
Today's Comic Corner is very different to what I normally do now. And it is the first 5 chapters or volume 1 of Batman's Hush. Gritty detective sort of story like that. Again, I've always said in a lot, Batman is the only sort of DC character I have high praise for. Batman games are brilliant a lot. Batman comics are fantastic. So I thought, well, sod it, we'll bring it on to Comic Corner a lot and see why high praise I do give the Batman comics that lot. So now, right off the bat that lot, we get an intense fight scene with Killer Croc, which again, another amazing villain for Batman that lot, trying to save this son, this lad that has been kidnapped. But it's more things are going on than there is that lot, and obviously you see Batman using his detective sort of skills to try and figure out what really is going on, sort of thing. It just sets the tone perfectly well. A brutal, dirty, and sort of classic Batman story sort of thing. And so after all the fight is going on, you have Catwoman doing what Catwoman does best a lot, just stealing money and stirring up chaos. And seeing her sort of team up with Poison Ivy was such a good sort of combo, that good bad sort of dynamic was really, really good. But you just know a team like that is always going to cause trouble, and you just love to see it really a lot. Now, one thing that I always do appreciate about stories like this now, especially Batman sort of stories, is how he can be hurt, and you see him in a weakened sort of state. And see that this is why I always rave about Batman way more than I do Superman or any other sort of DC I'm more drawn to Batman because he can be hurt, he can bleed, he can struggle, he can be tricked, sort of thing. And I think that is just so much more of a relatable character than anybody really has in DC. It just works for me more, and it just helps his character, sort of thing. And also, I didn't know anything really. You'll notice this about a lot of the wider DC stuff within Batman and stuff like that sort of thing, but I didn't really ever heard of the Huntress now before reading this. So that was another cool addition to the Bat family. It's Nightwing, Oracle, and Dick Grayson and stuff like that sort of thing, and Red Hood and everything, and obviously Robin and Alfred and da-da-da. But I never really heard of the Huntress that lot. So, and she sort of had this rogue, independent sort of vibe that fits in well with the darkness, the dark side of Gotham City that lot. It was really, really cool that lot. And I'm always a fan of seeing Arkham Asylum that lot, and then going there to talk to Killer Croc and I'm like, what the hell is actually going off? This ain't you. Why do you need the money, sort of thing? So there was a ransom money there that was going to pay for the child as well. And he's mutating and turning more Croc than human, which is really cool to see in a lot. But then obviously it breaks free of Arkham, because every villain breaks free of Arkham that lot. And seeing Amanda Walker there, or Waller there, sorry, that was really nice. Again, I just thought she was just for the films. I never actually knew she was in comics itself now, and being a strong connection to Lex Luthor and stuff like that sort of thing, which was pretty cool to see, to be honest. And it's nice to now fit her when you see or hear her mentioned on Peacemaker or Superman and stuff like that sort of thing. It's now to know where they sort of got the idea from and stuff like that in the comics as well, which was really cool to see now. It sort of broadened my horizon as well of DC side of things. At the moment, I'd say the two people I really do enjoy from DC is Peacemaker, for the John Cena connection, obviously, and then it's Batman. They're the only two sort of ones that I really do enjoy watching and consuming on the DC side of things. And having this connection as well with Amanda Walker and seeing that character there was cool to see, to be honest. And again, another really cool moment to see is actually see Batman smitten with somebody else. after he kisses Selena Kyle for the first time on Catwoman, I was cool to see somebody so stoic and emotionally closed off be like taken off guard sort of thing, and see that human sword side of him was really, really cool in that lot. And like throughout the few chapters in that lot, after he's kissed her, he's just constantly thinking back to her in that lot, and you can see he's proper smitten, which again makes him more relatable to normal, like everyday me and you sort of people in that lot. Like when have we kissed somebody and been smitten with them? I'm sure a lot of people have. So it was really cool to see that sort of dynamic in that lot. It was just nice. It was nice to see that sort of side of it, which I really like that sort of thing. And saying, speaking of contrast as well, seeing one page you've got Gotham City or dark and moody stuff like that sort of thing, and then the whole plan is to go to Metropolis and see like Clark Kent and Superman's world sort of thing. And it literally is night and day. Like the shadows and moodiness of Gotham City in that lot to Metropolis has been sunshine and roses and happy-go-lucky sort of place in that lot. It perfectly shows the two different worlds that Batman and Superman live in. And I will hold my hand up, I don't think, thinking now, that Marvel have got anything like that sort of thing, where we can have two different cities that are so contrasting. It probably is beneficial to DC that they've got that sort of thing, where I know Marvel was more set in modern day and like the world around us sort of thing, to make it even more relatable, which I like personally more. But having these made up cities of Gotham and Metropolis and that lot work well for their sort of characters as well, sort of thing, which is nice to see, to be honest, that lot. And then that twist at the end of this volume and that lot, where Poison Ivy's actually controlling Superman. Again, people that probably read Hush obviously know about this and everything, but I didn't see that coming at all in that lot. And it was sort of a clever move that I never really thought Superman could even be controlled like that sort of thing. And whenever Batman and Superman are going to have a throwdown, I'm always up for seeing Superman get the absolute crap beat out of him in that lot. I can't stand Superman, cannot stand the character at all. So seeing Batman wearing a ring with kryptonite in it and just laying into him, yeah, I'm game, sold there all day long, that lot. And it was just really cool to see that lot, even though obviously Superman breaks free from this the toxin and stuff and all that crap, that lot. It was still nice to see that lot, and then sort of reconsolidate at the end, and yeah, you going your way, I'll go my way, that lot. It was just really cool to see that lot, but I'm always happy to see Superman get his head kicked in all day long, that lot. And so the ending was strong, and these opening chapters do make me want to read more of this Hush sort of saga and that lot. It's full of mystery, full of detectiveness, I can't really explain to you, and tension as well, and a lot. And you just, as well, I like how they was showing the past as well, and I like he's bringing up with Thomas Elliot as well as Bruce Wayne, that lot. And even though obviously in this volume you don't really know that, spoilers, Thomas Elliot is Hush, but you just lay the little breadcrumbs to it all build up and everything like that, which was really clever to see that, and really nice. And I really appreciate that as a reader myself. I really appreciated that, and it does make me want to go and read more of this series as well as other Batman comics and that lot. But overall, this volume 1 and the 5 chapters of Batman's Hush started off everything I love about Batman, that lot. It's grounded, emotionally charged Batman, high stakes action, and just mystery throughout, and his detectiveness I just love in that lot. And if you want me to read some more Batman comics, I'm gonna have to go out and get some, but if you want me to read some more, I'll gladly read some more now, because it's put that fire in my belly to read more Batman. But anyway, now, what do you think about this first volume 1 and 5 chapters of Batman's Hush now? Do you want me to read some more in that lot? Did you like this saga and that lot of Batman and that lot? Let me know in the comment section below that lot. Like, share, and subscribe and all that jazz. Thank you very much for coming to Comic Corner, and we'll see you all next time on another episode of Marvel Mad. Thanks a lot, guys, and see you soon.